Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for February 12, 2024, man killed, woman found unconscious in Portmore gun attack. A man was shot dead by gunmen on Stephen Avenue in a community called the Compound in Gregory Park, Portmore, St. Catherine on Sunday afternoon. A woman was also found unconscious beside the dead man. It is believed that she fainted during the shooting. The deceased has since been identified as a 32-year-old Sheldon Chambers, otherwise called Crux, from Stevens Avenue. Information received is that around 4:45 p.m., residents heard explosions near the entrance to Chambers' premises. They later made checks and found the Chambers lying motionless on the ground, suffering from what appeared to be gunshot wounds. A woman was seen lying motionless beside him. The police were summoned. Both the victims were rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital, where doctors pronounced the Chambers dead. The woman was examined and no physical injuries were observed on her. She was subsequently released. No motive has yet been established for the killing, the police said. Mother of deceased police training recruit complains about neglect. The mother of 19-year-old police trainee Randre Pike, who drowned in July last year while trying to rescue his colleague, says that no senior officer from the Jamaica Constabulary Force has reached out to her since the incident. All I get is pure runaround when I try to find out from the JCF what financial benefits and entitlements are owing to my son, Evelyn Taylor told the news last week amid tears. Pike is reported to have drowned in July last year as he attempted to assist a colleague who got into difficulty while swimming at the JCF's Tranquility Bay training facility at Treasure Beach in St. Elizabeth. Pike, who is from Linstead, St. Catherine, was part of Batch 150, which started their training with the JCF in March 2023. According to the police, the deceased, along with her fellow recruits, ventured to a section of the beach to alleviate muscle fatigue following a physical training session. He lost his life in attempting to aid a fellow recruit who had got into difficulty in the water. Taylor referred to the numerous times since September last year that she tried to get documents and information from the JCF, but she said her requests have been ignored. She said she was forced to engage the services of an attorney at law last year, but so far there has been no response to the letter her attorney wrote to the JCF in last October. My son gave his life to save his colleague, and it seems the matter is being treated lightly by the senior police officers. My son was looking forward to serving his country because he wanted no other career but to be a policeman, she said. He was always talking about what he would do to improve the morale of the force as he tried to serve and protect, and no one could change his mind from joining the police force. Taylor said she was still grieving for her son, and what she is feeling is frustration and anger at the treatment being meted out to her by the JCF. My son was a runner, not a swimmer, and sometimes I do wonder how he got out in that depth of water to save someone, she queried. She said someone referred to her son's quick response as a heroic deed. So if my son died as a hero, why is the JCF treating me so terrible? She lamented. Attorney at law Michael Thomas Shorter said yesterday that he is representing Taylor. He said he wrote to Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police Merrick Watson at the Jamaica Police Academy, Twickenham Park, St. Catherine on October 30, 2023. A copy of the letter was also sent to Commissioner of Police Major General Anthony Anderson. However, Thomas Shorter said yesterday that so far he had not received a response. The letter states that Taylor has sought our services due to perceived uncooperative behavior from some members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force who she needs to interact with in relation to the entitlement she is owed following her son's untimely death. A request was also made for certain documents to be given to Taylor. I am just hoping that this issue can be resolved quickly so I can have some peace and quiet in my life, because right now I am undergoing a lot of stress over the death of my son and the treatment by the JCF, she remarked. Broken leg and a car accident put damper on JLP's Portland candidates' campaigns. Two first-time candidates of the Jamaica Labour Party in Eastern Portland were involved in separate incidents that almost derailed their campaigns as they seek to become directors at the Portland Municipal Corporation. In the first incident about 4:30 p.m. Saturday, JLP candidate Rosemary Lindo fell while walking down a slope in Anchovy Gardens, Port Antonio, where she had gone to look at a roadway that was undergoing repair. I had provided some material and gave other assistance to workmen from the community who were repairing a roadway, and I decided to visit the area to see how they were doing, she said. It is not a road that can accommodate vehicular traffic, and as I attempted to walk down the slope, I fell. I was rushed to the hospital, and following an x-ray, it was revealed that my right ankle was broken in 2 places. I am feeling some discomfort, but this will by no means derail my campaign. I will do surgery on Monday, and I was told that I'll be off my feet for 6 weeks. My vehicle has reclining seats, so I will be able to go into the varied communities, but I won't be able to walk or visit any household. But I have a competent team that can continue the work and take charge of the campaign. I am on a quest to see the needs of the people and to improve basic infrastructure in the Prospect Division, she concluded. Linda is scheduled to face off with the incumbent Wayne McKenzie of the People's National Party in the Prospect Division on February 26. In the meantime, in the second incident, about 9 p.m. Saturday, another JLP candidate, Emil Rodney, was involved in a 3-vehicle collision near Allen Avenue in Port Antonio after he reportedly swerved to avoid hitting another motorist who had drifted into his lane. Rodney, who was driving a Mitsubishi Lancer motor car, first slammed into the back of a vehicle that was traveling in front of him before the back of his car swung around, hitting another vehicle. Although no one was injured in the incident, the first-time candidate is expected to absorb the cost of repairing the 3 vehicles. Rodney will seek to unseat veteran councillor Dexter Rowland in the February 26 local government election in the Port Antonio division. Men held with a gun outside Petro slapped with additional charge. 3 men who were reportedly held at the entrance to the Petro oil refinery in an alleged plot to kill an employee last November were slapped with additional charges on Thursday. The men, who were already booked on 2 counts of possession of a prohibited weapon, have now been charged with a conspiracy to murder. The new charge arose following further investigations by detectives assigned to the Kingston Western Police. Those charged are 22-year-old Rand Alfred Morrison, a construction worker from Belvedere, St. Andrew; Nicholas Enika Freeman, 29, from Trinidad Road, Kingston 11, and Akeem Brown Chopsamore, 22, from Rockford, Kingston 2, and Stairtown, St. Anne. Reports were that around 6:30 a.m. on November 23 last year, the 3 went to a location in a blue Toyota Yaris motorcar where they were accosted and searched by the police. 2 illegal firearms were found in the accused men's possession, and they were charged for the weapons 6 days later on November 29, 2023. Further investigations by the police revealed that the accused men went to the oil refinery to kill a technician who worked there. They were subsequently slapped with the new charges. Chef wanted for 2 years reformer's murder remanded until March. Krishna Barrett, a St. Elizabeth chef who was wanted for a murder but had eluded the police for 2 years until he was arrested earlier this month, was remanded in custody when he made his first appearance in the St. Elizabeth Parish Court last week. Barrett, a 28-year-old resident of Holland Village in St. Elizabeth, is charged with the 2021 murder of 34-year-old Isaiah Dixon, a farmer of the same community. During the court proceedings, the presiding judge was told that Barrett's attorney was unavailable and he had other court matters in another jurisdiction. Consequently, the accused was remanded until March 6, 2024. The police reported that on Saturday, July 17, 2021, Barrett allegedly used a knife to stab Dixon several times in the upper body. The police were summoned, but Barrett managed to flee the scene. He eluded the police for over 2 years, but was held in an operation on Thursday, February 1, 2024. He was additionally charged with being in possession of a prohibited weapon, the police said.